All right, so you were asking me, why do I have all this wood here on this channel, and what does it have to do with automotive stuff? Stick around, because we're going to turn this to that. Some of you are going to laugh at this whole thing, criticize me. I can already see the keyboard warriors coming. This is my gantry crane, and I gave myself a strict $200 budget to see if I could actually make one that's structurally sturdy, safe, and using everything that I can possibly think about to save money. And that includes buying a used hoist, the bare minimum of wood that I can possibly use, buying things like these 4x4 posts on Facebook market page, and then using 2x4s from your local Home Depot. And then as I get into it further, I'll show you all the, don't get me wrong, this looks really funky and it looks really goofy, but it's structurally sound. It is fantastic using whatever I had left over in the house. And believe it or not, the most expensive part of this whole build is the hoist and the hardwood screws, the bolts that I used. The wood was relatively cheap, so I did everything for just about under $200, and that's using everything but the kitchen sink from my garage. So let's get into it, and I'll show you exactly what I did. And go ahead and laugh, but it'll work. And in the next video, I'll go ahead and put some serious weight on here. I'm guesstimating this should hold about 1,000 pounds. The main reason why I'm using this is for a 4th gen F body. Proof of concept. So I can lift, so I can roll this on top of the car and able to separate the body so I can roll the engine out from underneath the car. This is so much easier. Let's get into it. All right, let's start off with the hoist. This is a CM Series 622 1-ton max. I got this for $75 on Facebook market page. It's super long chain. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. I think this was used in a roofing contractor business. What I'm holding this hoist to the post right now is an automotive timing chain and a broken extension bar here. This I'm going to change around. This is just to show what I'm doing here so you get the concept of what's going on here. 2x6s, everything's been bolted and screwed straight through. Everything's been reinforced with the 2x4s and I think this is like a 1-inch, whatever it is. This is what I had left over in my garage. I just cut it as a brace, like a joist. Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Same goes for down here, where the 2x4 meets with the 4x4. I screwed everything together and also bolted it. Some scrap leftover wood, 2x4s, 2x4s. And for the scrap wood theory here, same applies to this side. Again, this is a strict budget, under $200 gantry crane that's going to be used once or twice. Scrap wood, cut to fit, reinforcing the 2x4s to the other 2x4s, which are the legs, which then ties into the 4x4s, which is then bolted everything together. So it looks funky, but everywhere that you could possibly think to twist and turn and all that kind of stuff, it's tied in. Now, if you notice, you come down here, it's hard to see, but I'm using some Harbor Freight 125 caster wheels with locking wheels. This is just to move the gantry crane around. This is not going to be used once the crane is in operation. I'm going to put 2x4s or 2x6s underneath the actual 2x4s and use that as a brace. So while I'm using the hoist, it won't move around on me. All right, in the next video, you're going to see me put this to the test. I'm going to put some weight, load it up with some dummy weight to see if I'm correct. And if I'm not, then back to the drawing board. But I think this is going to work. Talk to you later. Have a nice day.